Be honest. Are you a YouTuber and over the age of 40? Because this experiment is all about that. Now, I don't really care if you are or not, but please be honest. Write in the comments if you are both of those things, because that's what this thumbnail was. So we can all learn from it no matter what. You're supposed to be a YouTuber and over 40 in order to click on this. And this is a click through rate type of experiment. I'm going to explain the math behind it and why. Now, I'm a YouTuber, or I make videos on YouTube. Now, I would also consider you a YouTuber, even if you are planning to make videos at some point. You just have been procrastinating and haven't started yet, but you have to be over 40 or 40 or over to be considered that. Anyway, so I am over 40 and I see this pop up on my screen. It says, stop niching down over 40. And this guy makes a bunch of money with not a huge channel. He said he was making $10,000 a month when he had under 10,000 subscribers. Now he's got more than double that. I'm curious what he's earning now, probably double that, to be honest. But the point is, this is how I think click-through rate works. But again, this is an experiment. You see, YouTube knows already who you are, in the sense of they know if you are over 40 or not, right? Because of all your habits and probably what you've told them when you signed up with Gmail and whatever. So they know that, and they know your watch history. So they can pretty much know exactly how old you are. So if they start noticing a bunch of people who are YouTubers because of their watch history and they're over 40, they should show the thumbnail that I just made to those people essentially only after just a little bit of a trial period, right? Because the only people that really should click on it are YouTubers over 40. And if you're only showing that thumbnail, even though it's not that good technically, to YouTubers over 40, then it should have a relatively high click-through rate, because the click-through rate obviously is the rate people click, but it depends on who sees it, right? So if you showed every single person that thumbnail, it would have an extremely low click-through rate, because most people are neither of those two things. But if you show only YouTubers over 40 that thumbnail, it should have a high click-through rate and really just spread like a virus in that community if people are clicking on it and watching it enough. Now, you would be correct if you say, if I already screwed up my hook, if you want to call it that, or the video is boring, people have already clicked away, or the thumbnail wasn't even good enough in the title, fine. Those are other things. But if this works with a basic screen recording video, a basic thumbnail, this could work. I'm going to get into this guy's video in a second, but I'm very curious. I'm going to show in a future video how well this worked, and tell me if what I'm saying makes sense to you. That if you can make a hyper-targeted video such that it's obvious for YouTube who to show that to, the click-through rate and therefore your future views should be a lot higher than your other ones. Like if you make one that could appeal to anyone, like a hilarious thing that really anybody could enjoy, that's a lot harder to get a high click-through rate on, because you're competing with everything. So anyway, I hope that makes sense, but I want to see a little bit what he says here.
If you're over 40 and you still haven't picked a niche, I'm going to tell you something that nobody else will. Stop trying. You see, every guru on the internet is telling you to niche down. And now some of them are even telling you to niche up and be in that top 1%. Well, they're both wrong. And in this video, I'm going to show you what to do instead. Now, I'm going to show you why niching down was never built for someone like you, and why the top 1% advice, well, that's just even worse. You're going to discover the one framework that replaces it all, and 4 questions that will show you exactly what to build around.
So anyway, this guy's actually against niching down in general, but he does have a niche. It's in a different way. But he also says, and this is something that resonated with me, you don't want to, I like listening to people of all ages and experiences just to take it in. But he was saying, when you're listening to somebody give tips to you and they're half your age, it's not like you're being ageist. You think, well, what do they know? They're just a little kid. But at the same time, you're at a different life phase, and you just don't think of things in the same way necessarily. So that resonated with me. His channel caught me because I'm in that group, and I'm curious, does this thumbnail, this whole thing, does it resonate with you? And I'm also curious, are you in that group? And how can you apply this? Let me know in the comments with what you are doing. So it's not about picking a niche necessarily across the whole thing, but can you think of who you want clicking on your video and then make a title and a thumbnail that, at least for that specific video, targets them, and then what happens? So that's kind of my rant. The experiment is to see, this is the most niched video that I've made on this channel, and I want to see who is it targeting and then what the click-through rate is, and we'll analyze it up in another one. So let me know what you think. I recorded this, by the way, with Podsplice. I always say that that's what we're making this video on. These are awesome for reaction videos. So easy to use. You can make clips out of it, post to social media in one click. You wouldn't believe how fast, easy, and high quality the content, like how streamlined it is just to use this. You can actually make content instead of just watching videos and thinking about it. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video.